thanks for returning. I hope this video finds you happy and doing well. As you know by the thumbnail, this video is going to be a chatty get ready with me. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. Alright, so this chatty video is going to be relatively quick, but you all know how I like to do my chatty get ready with me. I like to talk about a particular topic, so I'll go ahead and let you know what that topic is so you can decide if you want to stick around or not. But I simply want to talk about checking accounts and what to do with those checking accounts when you're married or in a committed relationship where you're living together. You know, what are the dynamics of the checking accounts and what to do if certain things happen while you have these checking accounts. So if you're still interested, let's go ahead and get into this look. All right, so I'm gonna start off with my Norvina palette. And I think I'm going to use, I gotta put this shade in my crease. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with this brush. So you all, please don't forget to check me out on Fridays to kind of show a little support on my new series, Fashion Fridays. And again, I'm just going to model some outfits, just anything that isn't skincare or makeup related I'll be talking about, or I'll feature on my Fashion Fridays. So yeah, but anyway, on to the topic. So when you think of checking accounts, you know, do you think that joint checking accounts are a thing of the past? That's like the first question. All right, and it's going to lead into the other questions that I wanted to ask and talk to you all about. All right, so in my crease, I'm going to add this dark color right here. I'm going to use both of these shades right here to add a little bit of dimension in my crease. So anyway, is it a thing of the past, joint checking account? You know, when you're married or living with someone, or, you know, in a committed relationship. Sometimes that can be a little tricky because when you get into a relationship with someone, sometimes one party can be like, hey, yeah, let's merge all of the funds together, while another party could be like, oh no, we're going to keep everything separate. But for those of you all who do believe in joint checking accounts and joint savings account when you are either married or in a committed relationship, you know, what do you do if you find out that $1,000 is missing and you have the type of relationship where you share everything, or not, you don't keep any secrets, or you don't lie by omission? And we all know what that is, lying by omission. You know, some people think it's lying, some people not so much. I'm going to go in and blend these shades out, or these shadows out. But yeah, what do you do when you're sharing your account and you notice that all of this money is missing? Okay, and they haven't told you, you know, hey, look, babe, you know, I'm going to buy this, or I got to pay this bill, or whatever. You just notice that all of the money is missing. All right, so now I'm going to go in with this purple right here, and I'm going to concentrate that on the outer V, and then on the middle part of the eyelid, I'm going to use this shade right here. So anyway, you notice all of this money is gone. What do? Do you immediately suspect the worst? And I say that only because you all have the type of relationship where you share everything. At least you think you share everything. And in some relationships, you have to be kind of strategic if you're going to fly off the handle, because, you know, some folks, you know, they take offense to, you know, you're not trusting them in relationships and things like that. So you do have to kind of figure out how you're going to handle that. Or do you just kind of sit around and you wait to see if they're going to bring it up to you? You know, you give it a day, you give it a couple days, you give it a week to see if they are going to bring it up to you. But you're noticing that, you know, it's a no-go. They're not bringing it up. They're not saying anything. you know, how do you handle that? But a couple of days have gone by and you notice that they are not bringing it up to you. They haven't said anything and you don't even think they're going to say anything. All right, so I'm going to go in with that orange shade and I'm just going to apply that right here. And do you think that because they didn't say anything to you, do you think that that's an issue? You know, and I say that only because, you know, you have the type of relationship where you feel as though you all are supposed to share everything. You're not going to keep any secrets from one another. Because one option could be just to, you know, just trust and, you know, let that one just go ahead and slide on by. And, you know, it might not even be much of an issue to some people. I'm going to wipe some of this glitter off of my face. It might not even be that much of a problem to some people because to some folks, you know, $1,000, you know, it might not be that big of a deal, you know, but to some, $1,000, you know, that is a big deal. And they're gonna want to know, you know, where that money went, especially if they contributed to, you know, building that checking account or that savings account. All right, so I'm going to add this shade right here on my lower lash line, just like this, under here. And I think I'm going to add that shade as well in my crease, some more of that in my crease, just to see if I can kind of deepen it up a little bit. But yeah, what do you do in a situation like that? And remember, this is mainly if you are in a committed relationship and you all have decided to not keep any type of secrets from one another or anything like that. Then on the flip side, what if you're in a type of relationship where in the past there has been some type of indiscretion going on? Do you immediately think that they're spending that money on somebody else? Do you immediately think that? Especially if you have, you know, gotten past it and decided that you all were going to move forward and not bring up the past and not let past be an issue. If that were the situation, would you immediately think something wrong or some type of mismanagement of the funds was taking place? All right, now that I have glitter everywhere on my face, I'm going to go ahead and put on some eyeliner. And I'm going to put on some mascara and my eyelashes, and I'll be all right. So I'm back with the eyelashes on and eyeliner and mascara and all this other stuff. I did add like a little dark brown under my on my lower lash line. So anyway, I'm gonna go in with this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, and the shade that I have is Mahogany. So anyway, let's go ahead and finish with the topic. So here you have the situation where you're sharing accounts, you trust each other, you don't lie by omission, you share everything, and you're noticing money's gone. Do you fly off the handle? Do you totally, you know, go and accuse? Do you tiptoe across it? Tiptoe around that situation? And by the way, do you think that it's anything wrong with having to tiptoe across a situation, meaning that you know that if you don't tiptoe around that topic, that they're going to get upset, you know? Because I know some people can or do really take offense to that. You accusing them of something, or you're trying to say that they're lying, you know, some people get kind of upset about that. So what if you, but I guess that is kind of another topic within itself, you know, what if you are with someone who is like that? Or is that even an issue where you can't talk to them about anything, you know, and I don't mean anything without them totally getting upset? And am I going in and out of focus? Yeah, I am. Sorry about that. Without them totally getting upset and flying off the handle. So that's pretty much, you know, the topic of today. you know, shared checking. And what do you do if you find out that a large amount of money, or at least that's a large amount of money to me, to find out $1,000 is missing, you know. All right, so now I'm going to go in with this Kylie Jenner concealer in Peanut, and I'm going to add this down here, and this is just strictly for highlighting purposes. So as you can see, I'm not taking it all the way up under my eye. I'm just bringing it down low. Okay, and I'm going to put a little bit here and down here. Speaking of this brand of Kylie Jenner, are you all fans of this brand? Do you all buy any Kylie Jenner products? I happen to think that this concealer is really good, at least for highlighting. I think that this is a good shade. All right, so I'm finished applying the concealer. Now I'm going to go into some powder. I'm just going to set a little bit up under my eyes. I'm not going to set the perimeter because this foundation is super matte and I don't want to be any more matte than I have to be. So I'm just going to put a little bit of my CoverGirl powder up under my eyes. Just a little powder, not that much. Alrighty, and now I'm going to use this Sephora Pro palette, and I am going to use this shade as a blush. And really this one is metallic. I'm sure you all can see that it's metallic. So I'm going to put a little bit of that right there. And that is super, super pretty. And for contour, I'm going to use this shade right here. And for the highlight, I think I'm going to use this shade right here. Okay, let's see how that does. And that is super pretty. And put a little on my nose. And a little bit right here. And it looks like I am wet up here, or like, but this is all dry. It's really shining in the under the lights. But yeah. All right, so for lipstick, I'm just going to use this lip liner by Sephora, and I'm just going to use it as a lipstick. Okay, and I am going to add a little bit of gloss, and this is the Believe gloss, and I'm gonna add a little bit of that over it. And I think that's pretty much it. The contour is a little bit heavy, I know. And so is the blush. All right, so that pretty much concludes the look. Let me know what you think. Joint checking account, is it a thing of the past? And if not, what do you do if you find out that your husband or wife or significant other, if they've taken $1,000 out of the account but didn't let you know? Let me know down in the comments what you all think about that. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until my next video, smooches.